there's nothing like getting together with friends in a big environment to really enjoy the essence of the World Cup. And the Venetian have Quest for the Cup running through the whole tournament. But you know what would make this better? Hanging out with a legend of the game. Oh, is that Edu?
Nice to meet you.
Here's the thing that we need to lay out first, and we talked about this off camera very briefly. Yeah. You are part of my fanhood for my club for Arsenal. This man played in the golden generation of my soccer club at Arsenal during the Invincible season. So you're part of the fabric. I used to stand or sit on the North Bank at Highbury every Saturday and watch you master and marshal midfield.
Yeah.
Man is a true legend of the sport. So thank you for the fond memories.
Pleasure to talk to you about it.
But we need to get onto the World Cup.
Yeah,
and
correct.
first of all, we need to establish here at the Venetian, the quest for the Cup is right here at the Yahoo Sportsbook. What exactly is happening here?
Oh my God. So far, a lot of games happening here. The Venetian Resort, which I experience here in the room is something amazing because I can feel the fans, I can feel the atmosphere of the people. So it's so nice to watch the games here. That's why I'm here.
Right.
So
it's the place to be.
Yeah. So that's why.
Right. And what are the dates here for this? All the way through the World Cup?
For me, yes, definitely. Yeah. Every day I'll be here watching games, watching Brazil. And different games as well, because, as I said, it's a very nice place to be.
You cannot have a World Cup without Brazil. One, because they're the only national team to qualify for every single World Cup since its inception in 1930. But two, because the vibrancy and the carnival that the fans bring to it. What is it about Brazil and the World Cup that just goes together?
We are the country for football, right? So everybody in Brazil plays football, and the players can transmit the passion, and then the fans came with that, and then the way we follow football, the way we see football. So we have a different way to do things.
Is there a certain pressure that comes with putting on that shirt?
Yeah. I can tell you one of the best moments in my career. I still feeling, to be fair. When I put the Brazil national team shirt, and then I look around me, and I said, I arrived somewhere.
And you hear that?
You see? That's what I'm talking about.
That's what happens at World Cup. There's a game going on behind us right now, one of the group games. Canada just scored.
1-1.
And it's also a special moment for all these players who work so hard throughout their career. You have goals as a professional. You want to turn professional, you want to play for a big club, you want to win trophies, and you want to go to the World Cup. Only a small percentage get to do that. Is that part of the magic and mystery and majesty of a World Cup? You know, that it strives for everyone's dreams and goals?
I think so. I think that's probably the biggest dream for the football players, right? Because everybody knows every 4 years only, so you cannot miss that, because if you miss that opportunity, the next one will be longer and sometimes not in the best of your career. So as soon as you get there, and if you win the World Cup, you're going to be forever. Remember, I have a lot of friends and football players which won the World Cup, and when I see them, I always say, with the respect to the guys, you know.
It's special, immortality, and it really is immortality. And the World Cup has, you know, immortal moments. They have moments that have etched on people's minds, things that people remember. What is your first World Cup memory, and what's a moment that sticks out for you that will forever be in your head?
86.
In Mexico?
In Mexico. Brazil was playing, and I was sitting with my dad with the beer next to him. I was sitting there. That was the moment which I started to understand what is World Cup. You know, all the friends around him, watching Brazil play in Mexico, and to be next to my dad, to be next to my family, some friends, understand more about football. And that, for me, I never forget it, because I start to taste properly what is it.
I mean, 86 World Cup, again, synonymous with Diego Maradona.
Correct.
It was his World Cup. That was a special, special moment for him. Talking about this World Cup, who do you think is going to be the standout player from this tournament? Who do you think is going to, you know, break free of everyone else and become that name that is attached to the 2026 World Cup? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Okay. So I think because of France is so strong, I still think Mbappé can be the one which can smash it. I think he can be a good one. I hope Neymar can be there as well, you know, because he was out of the World Cup, and when we were selected to Brazil celebrated to see again Neymar in the team.
Yeah.
And I hope he can be there as well.
For anyone who's maybe watching, has never experienced a World Cup before, this is their first one. What is your message to them about how to enjoy it and what makes it so special?
I think you have to understand and get the vibe of the World Cup. So go to the streets, you know, go to environment like this, sit with your friends, sit with your family, you know, get the vibe and enjoy it, because the World Cup it's something really to people enjoy it. You know, football is a passion, yeah, go there, deep down, experience it, and you see, you will still love, you'll be in love with the football.